You want to know the best thing that you can do for your kids? Check this out. There's this thing called a Roth IRA. It's a custodial Roth IRA that you can start for your kids the day that they are born. The maximum that you can put in is $6,500 a year. But at $500 a month, that's basically 13 months worth. So $500 a month plus one bonus payment a year. If you start out with $6,500 at age 1, let's say they're at age 0, you start it on their birthday, but you finish it by the time that they're 1, so they're 1 year old. At age 50, if you put in $500 a month and you get a 12.5% rate of return, which is the average rate of return historical stock market index, and you can do that by buying index mutual funds, how much are they going to have at age 50? They will have $24 million. And wow. It only costs you $500 a month for your child at age 50 to have $24 million. How old do you want them to be when they retire? 65? Let's see. $155 million. Seems worth it, doesn't it?
Is that for only 1 year?
No.
Or you do this?
That's putting $500 a month
for
their whole
18.
Life. But $500 a month their whole life. Let's say you never contribute ever again. You just put $6,500 the day that they're born. You put $6,500 in an investment account and you let it grow until they're age 50. So you contribute $0 and you get the historical stock market average. How much will they have? $2.8 million. $6,000 becomes $2.8 million at age 50. When they're 65 and want to, quote unquote, retire, then they have $18,500,000. If they go to age 70, they have $35 million. But let's say you did that until they're 18. So we're going to go from age 1 to age 18. And you contribute $500 a month until they're 18. How much do you have at age 18? You have $400,000 at age 18. If you never contribute, so we have 334. If they start at age 18 and they never contribute anything, how much do they have at 50, starting at $400,000? And they contribute $0 a month. They have $21 million. So they never have to invest at all. Now, you give somebody $21 million, or they have $21 million, they're not going to know how to manage or invest, and they're going to probably blow it as soon as they get it. So you need to make sure that you're teaching them to invest. So that's why they, at age 18, need to earn the $500,000 from then on. But then at age 70, how much do they have? $794 million. I just taught you how to make your kids a billionaire. Are you going to do it, or are you not? It only costs you $6,000 a year.
A custodial IRA?
Mm-hmm. Huh. So at age 0 to age 70, you start out with 0. You put $550 a month, that's the actual limit. From age 0 to 70, every month, no matter what, until they're 18, or maybe you make them pick it up and pay $500 a month when they're 15, and they do it. But if they do that, they'll have $318 million.
That's interesting. I did not know that. What if I put it in for Zoe right now at age, let's just say she turns 7 in August.
Jennifer, you should. So, okay, she's 7 in August. So at age 7,
and I just did one time, $6,500.
You put in $6,500. Mm-hmm. At age 18, she will have, and we're putting in $0 more dollars. At age 18, she'll have $25,000.
Okay.
At age 50, she will have $1.3 million. At age 70, she will have $16 million.
What if I did that for Zachary now that he's 19?
If Zachary is 19, then at age 70, he'll have $3.6 million.
Wow.
And he's a millionaire in 2064, which is 40 years from now.
Wow.
Just from 6,500. This is why I told you, if Zachary at age 18, he was age 18, and he was working at Chick-fil-A, and he was making more than $10 an hour. So if he banked $400 a week, then that means he would have in a year or in a month, $1,600 in a month. So he starts out with nothing. He has $1,600 a month, and he does that for 1 year, age 18 to 19. How much will he have? He will have $20,000. So at age 19, him having $20,000, he originally starts out with $20,000, and he contributes nothing else for the rest of his life. When he's 50, that's $944,000. When he's 55, he's got $1.7 million. Mm-hmm. When he's 60, he has 3.2. When he is 65, he has $6 million. When he's 70, he has $12 million. Because basically you're doubling your money every 5 years.
Right.
He has 11.3. At age 80, he has 39 million. If he lives to 90, he has $136 million. And if he lives to 100, $473,000.
Wow.
$473 million. Here is what Warren Buffett did. And that's contributing nothing besides his 1 year working at Chick-fil-A. Mm-hmm. So he could have taken care of his retirement and been one of the richest people on the planet. Did he do that?
No.
Why didn't he?
Because he's not responsible.
Because he's stupid. It's just pure stupid. Or he's either ignorant and doesn't know to do it, or he's stupid for not doing it. So let me show you this, though. Here's what Warren Buffett did. He started at age 7. Warren Buffett is, 95 right now? And he started with $100 that he made when he was 7 from his paper route. And he kept contributing. And he contributed about $1,000 a month his whole life on average. He actually does a lot more because he keeps growing and growing and earning. Mm-hmm. But that's why Warren Buffett, look, $5 billion. $5 billion just at $1,000 a month for the length of Warren Buffett's life from age 7, which is where Zoe is. Mm-hmm. $5 billion. That's how you make billionaires. Mm-hmm. It's time.
Yeah.
And you either do it or you don't.
Yeah.
It's not whether or not you can. Every human being can, at least in the United States, that can work a minimum wage job. So what do? Here is exactly what you could do. You buy a $2,000 car. You sleep in it a block away from where you work. Or you live for virtually nothing. And you bank all the money that you make. You don't need to go to college. You don't need to do any of that stuff. You can do it at minimum wage. You're living at your parents' house. You're 16 years old. Mm-hmm. From 16 to 17, you go get a job and you make $500 a month. In 4 months, you can buy yourself a $2,000 car. Let's say 5 and 6 and maybe even 7 or 8. 4 more months, you've got the insurance on the car for the year. Now you've got another 4 months and you got $2,000 that you can invest that year. By the time you're 17, you've got $2,000 and a car. So now you have $2,000. By that point in time, though, you can't, like $500 is only $10 an hour for 50 hours in 1 week. What are you doing for the other 3 weeks of the month? Mm-hmm. Almost everybody in the United States can make $2,000 a month.
Right.
If you live off $500, that's $1,500 a month. In 2 months, you buy a $2,000 car and you have the insurance on the car. So then on the 3rd month, you go work and you start banking and you get to invest $1,000 a month and you live off the rest. You invest $1,000 a month. By the time that you're 30 years old, you have $397,000.
Right.
By the time you're 40, you're a millionaire.
Yep.
$1.6 million. Mm-hmm. By the time you're 45, $3 million. When you're 50, $6 million. $11 million when you're 55. When you're 60, you have $20 million. $38 million at 65. At 70, $71 million. Mm-hmm. Let's say you're only at a 10% rate of return and you have $70 million. You earn $7 million a year.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you something. On the IRAs, though, can't they fluctuate based on what the economy's doing and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
So you can actually lose money if the economy tanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at the past 100 years, though. How often has that happened? And how long does it happen? The
Right.
historical average is a 12.5% rate growth. So, yeah, it's going to fluctuate up and down all the time. But you don't care because you're
Yeah.
leaving it in, and
Yeah.
you just wait.
Right.
It goes back up. When your stocks go down, go back up. And don't buy a single stocks. Buy market index, because there's going to be some that tank and go to nothing. There's going to be some that skyrocket. The overall average is 12.5%. That's why you buy mutual funds.
Anybody can do $6,500 a year, correct? Or is there
Anyone can.
a cap out at a
So
certain?
if you earn too much, you cannot put it into a Roth, and you have to put it into a traditional IRA.
Okay.
The difference between a Roth and a traditional is a Roth, you're contributing post-tax dollars.
Okay.
A traditional, you're contributing pre-tax dollars.
Right.
So you're going to take $6,500 and put it in a Roth. You had to earn enough that's you've already paid the taxes on that. And all that growth is tax-free. You take it out, no taxes on it.
Right.
All of it is yours.
Right.
Whereas a traditional IRA, you contribute $6,500, that is pre-tax money. And
When
then
you go to pull it out.
when you pull it out, they take taxes at whatever your tax rate is there. So the last time I checked, it was like 200 and something thousand for a couple. If you earn more than that, you can't contribute to a Roth anymore. You're limited to only being able to do a traditional IRA. But either way, the number's still the same. It's just a matter of whether or not you pay taxes on it at the end or taxes on the beginning. So if let's say you earn $100,000 a year, you have to pay taxes on your $100,000, and then out of that money that's left over. So for you to contribute this 65, you may have had to earn 8 in order because you pay taxes on this money. But all the growth is tax free, and when you take it out, you can take out however much you want, whenever you want, and it's your money. But they don't tax the growth. If you invest in this outside of a retirement account, then every time that you sell a stock and make money on it, you pay taxes at that rate. And if you've had it for more than 6 months, then it's considered a long-term investment. If you had it less than 6 months, it's short-term investment, and the tax rates are different. It's capital gains versus ordinary income.
Right.
Capital gains is less.
Right.
Ordinary income is more.
Okay.
This is what everybody should be doing. This is how wealth is made. It's not, oh, I'm going to win the lottery. Oh, it's not, oh, I just got to get a higher paying job. I just proved to you that at minimum wage, you can do it. If you start young enough and you're wise enough, no one has any excuse for not doing it except I was ignorant or I was stupid.
Right.
Mine, I was ignorant and stupid. Both. Because I should have had a clue in and should have been doing this and should have run these numbers. I just didn't run these numbers when I was younger. I sure as heck run them now. And you know what it takes for me? So I'm 48 years old to get 71 million. So your son can do it for $1,000 a month and will have 70 million at age 70. I'm 48. Actually, I'm 49 in a month. So we're going to go 49 to 70. And if I started with zero, I'll start with the same $2,000, right? How much do I have to contribute monthly? Let's see if $10,000 will do it. Nope. $15,000 a month? Nope. $25,000 a month I have to contribute now? From every month? Nope. That only gets me to 30. Do I have to
50?
contribute $50,000? Nope. That only gets me to 60.
75,000.
So I have to contribute $60,000 a month. Now I get to 72.
Wow.
So starting at my age versus your son's age, I have to contribute $60,000 a month. Your son has to contribute, what was his number?
2,000.
No,
No. Or
1,000 a month.
oh, 1,000. Sorry. 1,000 a month.
Your son contributes from 19, $1,000 a month, starting with 2,000. He gets to 55,000, 55 million.
Wow.
So
and that's into an
he
IRA.
has to do, if he does 1,500 a month, he gets to 82 million. He can do it any kind of way that he wants to. He can do it outside of an IRA. It's just tax benefited inside an IRA, and he doesn't earn enough, so he qualifies for the Roth IRA, which is the greatest wealth building tool in the United States.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Because his income, he doesn't make enough to pay federal income tax. So he puts money in completely tax-free, and it grows completely tax-free. His life should be, all I want to do with my life is invest money right now that I never touch for years and years and years. Because if he puts $1 and buys a lottery ticket, it's wasted. He's 19 right now. let's say he starts with $1 and never contributes anything. That dollar is $528. Tell Zachary, hey, Zach, I got a lottery ticket that's guaranteed to pay you $528, and it only costs you $1. How many of those do you want to buy right now? Are you kidding? As many as I possibly can. And how hard would he be working at Chick-fil-A if I said, for every $1 that you earn at Chick-fil-A that you give me, I will give you $528. You have to wait till you're 70 to get it, but it's $528. $500. You trade me a $1 bill. If I walked up to him and said, hey, Zach, if you give me a $1 bill, I'll give you back a $2 bill. Would you do that deal? Jennifer, if you give me a $1 bill, I'll give you a $2 bill.
Yeah.
Would you do that deal?
Yeah.
How many times would you like to do that?
Over and over.
As many as you can give, as many as $1 bills as you can ever possibly come up with, right? That was only a $2 bill. What about a $100 bill?
Heck yeah.
What about 5 $100 bills?
Yeah.
Why aren't you playing that game with your son?
Yeah.
Why haven't you told him that?
Oh, I have told him things.
Well, then why is he not doing it? Is he just stupid?
No, I don't
lack
think
of discipline, doesn't believe it?
Yeah, I think it's lack of discipline.
So that's the difference. Every dollar that he invests right now is $528. When next year, every dollar that he invests at age 20 is only $467. See the difference in time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It decreases.
Your daughter, 7 years old, every dollar that she invests right now is $2,351.
Yep. I'm just thinking of the money I have in a savings account for her right now. I need to transfer that over.
It needs to be in an investment account.
Yeah.
You need to put it into a custodial Roth IRA for them, and you need to buy a market index mutual fund. That's where you save money for a child.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're saving money. That money is shrinking with
Right.
inflation.
Right.
You put it in a bucket with a hole in it.
Yeah. No, it's a good learning lesson.
And we're going to keep teaching these lessons because hopefully some of y'all's life will be changed because you follow this advice. This is the Lawyer Dana Show.
Yeah.